All right. When starting grazing a new field that has been hayed for years, is it more important to graze it intensively first to put the manure down tight, or to graze it less intensely for the root structure? I would say give it a sabbatical.
Yep.
For hay ground, it's been not abused, but
it's been worked and worked
years and years.
Yeah.
If you give it a whole growing season off, and maybe come in the fall after it's kind of the growing is kind of petering out, and then go in and strip graze it and feed some hay on it, then you'll really get over the winter you'll really get the manure that you really need to jumpstart it. Then that following year, it'll really be cranking.
But I would say the following year, again, be careful about grazing it too heavy, because you have to think about, it's almost like that area has been like heavily grazed in perpetuity. Like it's been overgrazed in perpetuity because it's been hayed. You know what I mean? So you've got to, that land is just like screaming for some sort of rest, like after just constantly being cut and cut and cut and cut and cut. And so that's what you got to give it. You got to give it rest, and then always be managing height really carefully in that field, especially in the beginning. Yeah. And then once you'll see it change. Like once, like I feel like a hayfield is something that it's gonna be easier to turn around than a crop field.
Oh yeah.
Because you've already got that grass there. So
and more than likely a sod.
Yeah, exactly. So just manage your height, and you'll know, like once it starts to turn around and it's just cranking, then you just treat it like a normal pasture. But just be super careful in the beginning about getting that stuff grazed too short. I would err on the side of light versus heavy for sure.